In this lesson, we will discuss how the right posture can help you establish a consistent meditation practice. So let's jump right in.
Like we already spoke about, any position works for meditation as long as it is comfortable, but not too comfortable that it makes you fall asleep. Well, actually, if you have got your right sleep, you wouldn't feel sleepy. It's because we don't get the right sleep. We often feel sleepy whenever there is an event of us entering an alpha state of the mind. I mean, a little relaxed state of the mind. But don't stop the practice. You will fall asleep for a few days, for a few weeks. Sleep off without any guilt. Accept it. After a few weeks and few months, you will be able to stay awake once you have got your good share of sleep. Once you are ready to stay aware without falling asleep, find a position that helps you meditate for even prolonged sessions without causing any physical discomfort. There are 4 traditional meditation postures: sitting, standing, walking, and lying down. Maybe if you are creative, you might want to come up with some more. But yeah, that's why I said these are the traditional ones. And it is better to start out with the traditional even before you find the shortcomings and for having the ability to go beyond the traditional postures. All 4 positions, they all work perfectly fine. None is more correct than the other. There is another position that usually we hear about, which is the half lotus position. You can also try this method if it suits you. This is where you sit with your legs crossed and you place one of your foot on top of the opposite knee. This position is also, it's very stable, but for many people it might not be suitable. The most popular meditation posture is perhaps sitting on those round cushions with the legs crossed and the ankles slightly tucked under the opposite thigh. For many people, sitting on the floor itself could be very difficult because, see, for Eastern people, it might be a cultural thing because they are culturally expected to sit down during many occasions. But for Western people, it might be difficult to even sit down with crossed legs. You can just choose a regular straight back chair, it really doesn't matter. You can experiment with different postures before you decide what works for you the best. Also keep in mind that there are many ways to fine tune any positions using the pads, pillows, what are they called? The lumbar supports, the meditation belts or the straps, height adjustments. You can do anything to ensure that you are comfortable. And also, most importantly, I would like to bust the myth for you about no pain, no gain. There are some teachers who are very fond of pain, and I don't know why that it suits them. Maybe it suits you also, but I somehow don't like pain, and we also discourage it for our students also. Don't become a masochist. People get no rewards from pain, but they just start loving the whole pain game. This is not just with meditation, even with general life also. Try to understand that the results don't come because you undergo pain. Results are got by doing the right things, and those right things can be done sitting on a couch also, right? Any discomfort that remains can be considered as a part of the practice if it is mental in origin. Discomfort is different from pain, right? Pain is more physical. Discomfort could be also because of the mental resistance. Observe them and see how your body and mind interact. Be patient, and as your practice develops, it will get easier and easier to sit for longer durations of time. And also, it's important to note how the mind might tend to induce some body sensations because of the discomfort felt in meditations, because it knows well that unless it induces a certain discomfort, like say itching or some other physical sensation, you won't move. And unless you won't move, the mind will not be able to move. Can you see this relation? So try to understand the difference between pain and discomfort, and eventually you will know what is of the body and what is of the mind. Okay? Pain is unacceptable at any cost. Discomfort, well, it depends on what the origin is. So eventually you will be able to sit for long durations without any discomfort. You will even get up feeling quite refreshed and good without any stillness or numbness. Despite any discomfort, once you know that it's of the mental origin, like for example, there is no mosquito, but you will feel an itch and some unusual sensations in the body. Observe all these things and remain as still as you can during the meditation sessions. Even though this can be challenging for a beginner, wait for as long as you can before you have to move. If there is an itch, for example, try to be a witness to the itch. Do not move your hand or any other body part to scratch. Just separate yourself as a witness and simply watch as long as possible. And finally, when you have to move, you can move, but you don't have to stop your meditation. Just get into a new position and continue your meditation. Rather, move slowly and deliberately with full awareness to the sensations in the body as you shift. Okay?